fucking recording. Tyler's stupid, man.
I'm stupid.
Don't click on anything.
You misinterpreted shit.
No. Maybe.
He thought I pulled my dick out.
Yeah, he basically did.
I didn't. Anyway, let's move on.
Hi.
Hello.
This is me.
And I'm me.
We could do this because we're on part, 50. So, after Tyler had, by the time that this gets posted, because you're going to post this before, obviously, we finish Higurashi or anything, right? When are you planning on posting this?
It could be a good midway point, or I could do it after Higurashi. I think it's a good midway point, since you're gonna be using you're thinking from Higurashi, Meakashi.
Yeah.
Himatsubushi.
Yeah.
So we can wait until after Himatsubushi, and then we'll do we'll say a question arcs recap, kind of, and possible spoilers because we did read Meakashi, but we have not read Tsumi Horoboshi yet.
Yeah.
So
when do we? So you post this at what, the end of Himatsubushi?
Probably.
Okay. All right. So
maybe.
Then, boom. We're at the.
Depends on what we say here.
That's true.
Save final judgment for the end. Obviously.
Okay. All right. Regardless, I gave Tyler a brain blaster in Meakashi when I revealed the fact that I've actually been thinking about the game.
Yeah.
And I haven't been AFK playing the whole time.
It's kind of like the penis music, or not penis, the penis, the whole vocabulary thing where you'll just say something and I'll be like, I don't know what he means by that. And then I'll just assume you mean something. And then, or I'll just ignore it and be like, he's saying schizophrenic when well, okay, I can't work out that. You'll see. I'm sure. There we go.
So, I made a case file, and there's more stuff I want to add, because I do want to add to this, and I plan on adding to this.
Did you want to play the music?
Oh, I guess we can. I was gonna wait until I full start.
Okay,
but
it's okay.
Give it a little cap in, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I am gonna add to this because I still have a conspiracy board to make, and I want to update, because I want to update this as I'm going on. This is going to be a breathing, living project thing as I go on. But yeah, I just wanted to at least get it down and be like, hi. Here's this. Yeah.
Here's the theory so far.
Yeah. So yeah, you can take it away.
So what am I doing?
You can. So conspiracy board is unfinished. I haven't started because I don't have a fucking Photoshop project, and internal use only is exactly as it says. It's internal use only. Yeah, you can start in the introduction.
Introduction to the Hinamizawa project.
Yeah, it's a PowerPoint, so you can have it.
All right, please make sure to play Dancers Number 5, Higurashi no Nakukota ni on loop.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I love Oishi.
So, are you presenting this, or?
You can just kind of read through it, because there's not really I've written it in a...
Okay, then I'll start reading in Ozonika as Oishi. Okay. Brief overview.
In presentation mode.
Of course, in presentation mode. The Hinamizawa brief overview. The Hinamizawa is a project.
Oh, griefed. Manga gamer.
The Hinamizawa project is a project created and updated by Kono Suit that represents both his thoughts and running theories on the events and characters in the visual novel series Higurashi When They Cry, created by 07th expansion and written by the Japanese author Ryukishi 07. This is his pen name, used to refer to the author, for the author's real name is unknown.
I looked it up.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's true.
I didn't know that.
That's why when Silent Hill F was announced, it was Ryukishi 07 and not his actual.
They didn't
name.
put his actual fucking name. But yeah, I looked that up. I did some research for this actually.
Did I tell you my reaction to that? That was announced. I was literally posed up like this watching that stream, that Ryukishi came up. I was like, what? So Ryukishi? I was like, this is a cool trailer. This is a neat little trailer for this new Silent Hill game. Everything else for this presentation has been absolute garbage. I hope this would be decent. Like the trailer's good, and then Ryukishi 07 comes up. I'll be like, what? Huh?
That's shout out to Ryukishi.
Shout out to Ryukishi. Rest in peace, Sakonia.
True. Oops. Yeah, you can use the arrow keys too.
True. The recurring string, the current running theory. The recurring string of mysterious deaths that takes place the night of the Tanagashi, otherwise known as Oyashiru-sama's curse, is being caused by human perpetrators that reside in Hinamizawa village. The method to their killings is assumed to be a mysterious syringe filled with an unknown liquid, as well as any other practical methods. Prime suspects consist of Higurashi, the village's icon and alleged reincarnation of Oyashiru-sama themselves, as well as Irie Kyosuke, the village's good doctor, who owns a mysteriously quality clinic in a remote village.
I tried really hard not to make anything shitposty, I hope you know. There was professionalism that went into this. I was like, I can't just say the cum syringe, man. Like, I've been treating this like a folder that you get emailed when you join an investigation.
Amazing.
That's how I've been trying to treat this.
Brief character introduction. Facing many different dangers from many different faces, it is important to know that who you should be able to trust in the mysterious village of Hinamizawa. The following is a brief introduction to the cast of notable characters you will face on your quest for the truth. The club members, Mayabara Gamer Geichi, new transfer student to the Hinamizawa region, friends with Sonozaki Mion, Hojo Satoko, Ryogo Rena, and Fude Rika. They'll be helpful, horny, and violent. Trustworthy because of his critical thought and showing his thoughts on his face.
I love Keiichi. That's his big three, you know?
Helpful, horny, and violent.
It's his big three.
That's incredible.
That's Philip Mignon, by the way.
Sonozaki Philip Mignon. Mion.
Throwback to Oni Kikuchi.
Throwback to Oni Kikuchi. Oh my god. Throwback to 2021. Jesus.
True.
Class president and successor to the Sonozaki crime family. Friends with Mayabara Keiichi, Hojo Satoko, Hojo Satoshi, Ryugu Ina, Furude Rika, Irie Kosuke, Kasai Tetsuyoshi, Tamatake Jiro, and sister of to Sonozaki Shion. Not trustworthy because of her connection to the Sonozaki crime family. While not trustworthy, still has a great source of information. Hates Oishikurodo. That's... that's not going to deserve that one say. Hojo-ret Satoko. Orphan to the Hojo family and master tactician. Trapper. Damn, I didn't...
Yeah. Token vegetable hater, by the way.
Trapper, vegetable hater, friends with Mayabara Keiichi, Sonozaki Mion, Ryugu Furude Rika, Irie Kosuke, Tomatake Jiro, and sister, Hojo Satoshi. Wild card when it comes to trust, and it's not a great source of information. Major benefit to her as a source is her closest to the priestess, Furude Rika. Ryugu, I believe, Rena. Real name Ryugu Reina. Transferred back to Hinamizawa after a violent incident at her other school. Friends with Mayabara Keiichi, Hojo Sadako, Hojo Satoshi, Sonozaki Mion, Furude Rika, Irie Kosuke, Tomatake Jiro. Not trustworthy due to their mental illness and fits of violence. Very solid informant when in her good graces, though. This can partially be due to her ability to read people when looking innocent and aloof.
True.
Furude, Time Rika. Alleged reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama, head of the Furude family Shire.
Shire.
Hey, yo. Manga gamer moment.
I like that.
Religious icon and head of Hinamizawa. Prime suspect, friends, question mark, with Maebara Keiichi, Hojo Satoko, Hojo Satoshi, Sonozaki Mion, Ryogu Rena, Irie Kyosuke, Tometake Jiro. Do not trust! While her information may be objectively true and correct, I cannot stress enough, do not trust this thing. It knows things it shouldn't. It knows things that will happen nobody knew about until they happened. It cannot be trusted.
I appreciate that I've manga gamered
You
this
completely...
as well. It's on brand.
I can't believe you depersoned Rika.
Rika is a thing.
She's a thing. It's
Rika
not
is a
she.
fucking thing,
I
dude.
can't believe you, bro. The Hinamizawa
Rika.
residence. Alright. I really love this.
I tried to make
Postcard.
it as like Ryukishi as I could with just your little like duang background with some like impact text.
Hojo, bitch, and Satoshi.
I love Satoshi, man.
Bitch and Satoshi. Likely deceased. Disappeared as part of Oyashiro-sama's curse the year before Maebara Keiichi transferred it to the village. School. Friends with Furude Rika, Sonozaki Mion, Sonozaki Shion, Ryugu Rina, Iride Kosuke, and brother to Hojo Sadako. Very trustworthy. All accounts of Hojo Satoshi before he disappeared were positive and painted him as a trustworthy, dependable, and aloof guy. Potentially spotted fleeing to Tokyo to escape his alleged murder of his aunt, as well as his confirmed abuse from his uncle. The rumor of his spotting is still unconfirmed. Irie, the good doctor at Kyosuke. Oh.
Don't trust Kyosuke, man. Fuck idiot.
Oh, I forgot about this. Satoko. I really couldn't say a lot. Satoko! Oh, I want to dress you up in a maid outfit. How can you not trust me? All I want to do is dress up a little girl in a maid outfit. That's all I want.
I can't wait to get to the answer for Higurashi and you're gonna have to voice Irie like half the fucking game. It's gonna be great. I'm so excited.
Resident doctor in Hinamizawa Village. Potential connection to the Sonozaki crime family. Potential connection to the Furude family. Friends with Furude Rika, Sonozaki Mion, Sonozaki Shion, Ryugu Rena, Tomatake Jiro, Maebara Keiichi, Hojo Sadako, Hojo Satoshi, and Rumiko Chie.
Irie knows a lot of people.
Indeed. I'm seeing
Mistaken?
missing name here.
I feel like I'm missing Oishi. If anything. What do I have on there?
You're missing
Rika, Mion,
you
Shion,
got
Rena,
Tomatake, but you don't have
Takano?
Takano on here.
I wanted to put Takano on there, but I was like half and half. Because I
Yeah.
don't remember ever seeing... I figured by association with Tomatake that Takano would be in there as well. But I just couldn't remember when I wrote it whether or not I've seen him with Takano or not.
Where does Takano work?
Oh yeah, Takano works at the clinic. Duh. I have in Takano's character sheet that she's an employee at the idiot clinic.
Not trustworthy between his delusions of maze and general suspicion around his clinic. Can be so nice in a rural area. How his clinic can be so nice in such a rural area prevent him from being.
I need an S on that.
Prevents him from being trustworthy. Counts of being a pseudo guardian to the Hojo siblings, coach of the Hinamizawa Fighters baseball team.
Baseball.
Rumiko Curry Chie. Curry Mania Chie. Teacher of the Hinamizawa school. Many different children attend. Friends with Irie Kyosuke and teacher to Furude Rika, Sonozaki Mion, Ryugu Rena, Maebara Keiichi, Hojo Sadako, Hojo Satoshi. Trustworthy? Question mark. This is because she is a teacher who has her students' well-being always in her thoughts. Accounts she helps try and expose the abuse the Hojo siblings were facing before their aunt's murder and uncle's disappearance. The Outsiders. Oishi, Detective Delicious Coraldo. Detective for the Okinoma Police Department. Grandmother from Hinamizawa Village investigates the mysterious string of deaths. Friends with Akasaka Mamoru.
Love Akasaka.
Arasaka. Very trustworthy, but can also be
crafty.
very clever, deceiving, and willing to do whatever to get what he wants. Great ally and source of information. Terrifying enemy. Akasaka Bruce Mamoru. Federal detective from Tokyo sent to Okinawa to investigate. He's a fed. To investigate the group's potential involvement with the kidnapping of a minister of construction's grandson. Friends with Oishi Kurado and Furui Riko, extremely trustworthy, man of pure heart and dumb of ass.
It's true, man.
After being found out, after being found out.
Oh, found out
After
I forget the words.
After being found out after his arrival in Hinamizawa, he is.
After being
He was after being found out.
I griefed the fuck out of this sentence.
This is worse than Manga Gamer. Oh my god.
I'm actually better.
Who
than
he was
Manga
for
Gamer.
Rudy Rika. Predicted the future of all the Yoshiro curse victims and told Akasaka to go home and never return.
I forgot the word upon arrival.
Kasai Wick Tatsuyoshi. Like John Wick.
Yeah, John Wick a bit, man.
Fucking go. Member of the Sonozaki crime family, bodyguard, guardian, butler of Sonozaki Shion. Friends with Sonozaki Shion and Sonozaki Miya, not trustworthy because of connections to the Sonozaki crime family, but a good man at his core. Currently the guardian of Sonozaki Shion and member of the Sonozaki crime family, there's not much else is known. Sonozaki shithead Shion.
She's the worst, man. She is the worst.
Identical twin sister Sonozaki Mion, manager of the Hinamizawa Fighters. And an outcast from the Sonozaki family. Friends with Maiba Keiichi, Ryugi Rina, Rifuda Rika, Irei Kosuke, Kasai Tatsuyoshi, Tomataki Jiro, Takano Mio. You got Takano in there.
I do.
That's
I remembered.
And sister to Sonozaki Mion and admirer of Satoshi Hojo Satoshi. Not trustworthy due to connections to the Sonozaki crime family and being a known liar, cheat, bastard, deceiver, manipulator, demon, and general terrible person. Constantly harasses Sonozaki Mion and known to sometimes trade places with her.
I love Shion.
Tomatake Flesh Diro. Deceased yearly visitor to Hinamizawa village around the time of the Tanagashi and wildlife photographer. Friends with Furure Rika, Sonozaki Mion, Sonozaki Shion, Ryugu Rina, and Maibaru Keiichi. Maibaru Keiichi, Hojo Satoko, Hojo Satoshi, and alleged lover to Takano Mio. Very trustworthy, another man of pure heart and dumb of ass. Willing to break into things for Takano Mio. Killed during the Watanagashi Maibaru Keiichi's transfer for trespassing in the ritual storehouse. Any other details of his life are unknown.
I still think he's a fed.
Tomatake is not even known. It was mentioned that it's like, is Jiro even your real name?
Yeah.
Tomatake.
And it's also like incredibly suspicious he's a wildlife photographer. My original theory. Yeah, I know. No,
wildlife photographer.
My original theory is that he was just Akasaka. Did I ever tell you that?
No.
Yeah, after playing Himatsubushi, I'm like, I think Tomatake is just fucking Akasaka.
That's hilarious.
But that's not true, because at the end of Himatsubushi, like, Akasaka lives, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Tomatake is a corpse.
A corpse. And dead. And gone.
Which is why I don't think I ever, like, said anything about him. But yeah, I still think he's a fed. He's either, like, an ex-soldier or, like, a fed. I don't trust him, man.
Why is she so big?
Because
Takano best girl me.
Yeah. Because that was the fucking sprite you gave me, man.
I gave you the sprite?
I took him off of the tier list that you sent me with the spoilers because I didn't want to spoil it.
Because I had to pick and choose from like because the OG I have low quality and high quality sprites, so I had to pick and choose between them because not all of them some of them have like really wide canvases even though you just need the fucking image. So
yeah,
you saw the little snip I had of like the original upload where Oishi was tiny.
Oishi's like this big. Yeah, Takano just gets to be big in this.
Deceased, obsessive researcher of Onikafuchi village. Oyashiro-sama and the three families that dominate the Hinamizawa region. Friends with Sonozaki Shion and alleged lover to Tomatake Jiro.
EDA Lamau.
Not a friend to EDA, clearly, just an employee.
True.
Not trustworthy, known to be deceitful, mysterious, and manipulative. Knowing that she is still a great resource for lore in the area, unlike,
period, like Tomotaki Jiro.
Like Tomotaki Jiro, she was a victim to Oyashiro-sama's curse during the year Maibara Keiichi transferred in. Now you are ready. After finishing this interjection, you are ready to view and understand the breakdowns of theories surrounding Oyashiro-sama's curse and the Hinoizawa village. Okay.
There's your brief introduction. Your brief character introduction.
Brief character introduction. So now
we
go into the character files. Okay.
They're not very long. They're like 150 to 200 words each.
Gotcha.
And much like the introductions, I overlap because I'm trying to make sure that I have my information right with people. So you can kind of pick and choose wherever you want.
Right.
Might open on the other monitor. Yeah,
it did.
Right,
so be it. Akasaka Mamoto. Character traits: kind-hearted, justice-focused, naive.
True.
Possible connections: federal investigator confirmed. Connections with Oishi. Connections with Furude Rika confirmed. Internal notes: knew all about the Zero Death incidents before they occurred due to Furude Rika. In his mind, failed to save Furude Rika from her fate. Of course, that's all we know. Furude Rika. Jumping straight to the
fuck Rika.
Character traits: mysterious, coy, quiet, and crafty. Not just crafty. Deceptive, manipulative, and kind-hearted. Possible connections. Oh my gosh. Hinamizawa, club member, Furude Side Maiden, head of Furude family.
That's just all like personal connections.
Connections with Takano Mio. Not confirmed.
Oh fuck, I forgot the parentheses on that. You want to just add that for me? Because we know that from the conversation she has talking about the cat that wanted to explore the storehouse.
Connections with the three families underground.
So I started using that term because I came up with it last night of the three families underground, which is basically the internal lingo, the dark dealings of the Furude, Sonozaki, and Kimiyoshi's.
Okay.
Because I was thinking about it, and I was like, it's Sonozaki's just aren't fucking involved, you know?
Yeah, just
clearly it's the Kimiyoshis and Furudes, right? Enrica's got the cum syndrome. So clearly they're involved in a lot more than I originally speculated they were involved in. So I just started calling them the three families underground.
Okay.
Because even if they do just take it by name, there is still the fact that, like, the Sonozakis exist. So you'll see that I use them as separate terms with the three family underground and then the
Sonozaki
Yakuza crime family. Yeah. I separate them out.
Reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama themselves.
Speculative.
Key perpetrator of the serial murders.
Speculative.
Don't know. It's potentially omnipotent or stuck in a sort of time loop in Hinamizawa? This is speculative because she has information and predictions that nobody should know.
It's true.
Ritualistically killed at some point. Why? What purpose does it serve? Who? Also how? If she is in a time loop or omnipotent, how does she not know who is going to kill her? Attempted to kill Sonozaki Mion with a syringe of mysterious liquid. When injected with the liquid herself, she tears. I don't remember. I think that's right.
I think that's right.
What did I just do?
I don't know.
I justified it. It's fine.
Well, we'll say it's right.
Tears out her own throat in suicide. Is this connected to the death of Tomotaki Jiro or Maibara Keiichi? What is in the syringe? Is it homemade or chemically obtained from the Sonozaki Yakuza crime family?
I completely fucking forgot that their grandfather was like a biochemical engineer and was in like the bacterial division of the fucking like Japanese military. But yeah, I'm still determined that it's like a chemical inset syringe which leads you to act in that sort of way, since that is how Tomotage dies and Keiichi dies.
Why did she tell Akasaka Mamoto what was going to happen to Hinamizawa? Does she know that what was going to happen to Akasaka Mamoto's wife How did she want Akasaka Momono to save her? Interesting.
You can save.
Yeah, don't save.
Oh, he said don't save. Fuck you.
Whatever.
Satoshi.
Now we're at Satoshi. He's aloof, loyal, hardened. Damn. Kind-hearted, clumsy, and determined. Brother Hojo Satoko disappeared on Hojo Satoko's birthday the year before Mayabara Keiichi transferred in. Killed as abusive aunt. Player on the Hinozo Fighters. Admirer of Shion, admirer of Mion.
Speculative.
Not
canon. Speculative.
Not canon, just speculative. Rest in peace, Shion.
True.
Hinamizawa school club member. Connections with Rena, Rika, Kurado, Oishi Kurado, Sonozaki Shion, Mion, and Kyosuke Irie. Part-time employee of the Sonozaki owned business before disappearance. Internal notes. What happened to when Hojo Satoshi disappeared? Was it the Furude family or Kimiyoshi's family's responsibility? Why did he have to be Onika Kushi'd? Why did he start to despise anybody related to the Sonozaki family? Was he really spotted in Tokyo? Heard the sound of... What does this want you to do?
It wants me to just change it to...
Heard. Heard the sound of an extra footstep following him. It's speculated to be an extreme projection of stress and trauma taken into an auditory hallucination. Regardless, still a point of interest. Interesting. Hojor.
Hojor?
Hojor.
Hojor.
Bonjour. Hojor Sadako.
Honjor. Can you tell Sadako's all of these were written after like 2 in the morning? Like 1:30 in the morning?
Character traits: childish, tactical, rash, crafty, playful, possible connections. School club, blah, 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 blah. Connections with underground.
Which is still pretty good, if anything.
Internal notes. Expert trapper and fantastic planner. Is this used in relation to Furude Rika to help plan out the serial murders? Hates vegetables. Silly fact. Potentially important.
I'm determined that's gonna come back up. I'm fucking determined there's going to be something that involves Sadako hating vegetables.
He saw Chekhov's gun. He said, that is a gun that's going to be used.
Yes. God damn it, I'm going to keep writing it down.
Irie Kyosuke, absent-minded, loyal, kind-hearted, possible connections, coach of the Hinamizawa Fighters, confirmed. Head doctor and owner of Irie Clinic, connected with the 3 families underground. Key perpetrator of the serial death incidents. And connections with Hojo Satoshi. Internal notes, potentially covering for the murder of Hojo Satoshi and Hojo Sadako's aunt. Is he doing this just to cover for Satoshi? Has he done this with other murders in the village? Was brought in to examine the kidnapped grandson during the dam conflict. Has he been used for more underground tactics since then? How deep was his involvement in future serial murders after the dam manager? Interesting.
That's true. Because I forgot to put some connections on there, obviously, but no, it's... I was thinking about that. I was like, yeah, they used him for the dam conflict. I'm like, they just go, hey, here's this kidnapped kid. Don't ever think about it again. Goodbye. Or did they start roping him into bullshit and maybe blackmailing him? Who knows?
Kasai Tetsuyoshi. We got loyal, stoic, and quiet. It's part of the Sonozaki Yakuza crime family. Bodyguard of Shion, connection to Akane. Veteran leader of the Sonozaki Yakuza family.
I remember the Akane existed.
Congratulations. The one scene where she has one sprite and she doesn't move.
Yeah.
And it's just like a solid, it's like it could have been a screenshot of Akasaka and Akane just on the screen.
Yeah.
Alright. Mayabara Keiichi. Character traits: naive, lustful, kind-hearted, determined, charismatic. He's a Hinamizawa club member. He's friends with the club. Judo and Takano connections. Admirer of Sonozaki Shion and Mion. And Rena.
Speculative.
The real Keiichi Bowl. Who's gonna win the Keiichi Bowl?
It's speculative on whether or not he has Riz, alright? Leave him alone.
Recently moved to Hinamizawa Is this why he tends to be targeted by the three families underground, or does he simply lead himself to such situations? I heard the sound of an extra footstep following him. This is speculated to be an extreme protection of stress and trauma taken to an auditory hallucination. Regardless, still a point of interest is this link to Sonozaki Shion, Hojo Satoshi, Ryugu Rena, to the Sonozaki Shion, Hojo Satoshi, and Ryugu Rena file. Why does this keep appearing with individuals led to kill? Why does this case follow an almost one-to-one of what happened to Hojo Satoshi? Oishi Kuraldo. Character traits: deceptive, manipulative, determined, justice-focused, humorous, and lustful.
He's a funny guy.
Possible connections: investigator of the Okinomi Prefectural Police Department, Akasaka Mamoru, and victims of the zero death incidents. Specifically,
the dam construction.
The dam construction foreman.
I keep that in there because he at least interacts with Satoshi, he interacts with Keiichi.
Seems to appear in the village and start to interact with who is about to be the next victim or related to the victim of the curse. An agent, Koyashiro-sama. Coincidence? Relation? Disliked by the Sonozaki family due to the fact he's a detective in the Okinomi Prefectural Police Department. As ties Hinamizawa due to his grandmother. Does this protect him from being a victim of a curse? Survivor of the great Hinamizawa gas disaster, seemingly any other disasters to befall the village.
Oishi does always live.
Me, so far.
True.
Miko Chie. Kind and violent.
She is violent, man.
Teacher at local Hinamizawa school knows about Satoko and Satoshi's abuse. Obsessed with curry, confirmed. And a potential martial arts knowledge. Speculative. Not much is known about her other than being a curry maniac.
Yeah, it's that's in her file, man. Obsessed with curry, it's in the file.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know fuck all about fucking GA, man.
Ryugu. Aloof, intuitive, kind-hearted, friendly, and sharp. Connections with all these characters. With the three families underground, speculative. With the occult, speculative. Where's the fucking UFO?
That's what I'm saying, man. There's aliens in her blood, bro.
Avid trash collector, real name Ryugu Reina. A violent incident at her old school that caused her to move back to Hinamizawa. Claims cause was Oyashiro-sama. I heard an extra footstep following her. This is speculated to be extreme projection of stress and trauma taken into an auditory hallucination. Regardless, still a point of interest is this link to Sonozaki Shion Hojo Satoshi Maibara Keiichi file. Why does this keep appearing with individuals led to kill? Is Ryugu Reina an exception to this?
She never killed anyone. Because she didn't kill the kid at her old school either.
Yeah.
But Shion kills somebody. Satoshi allegedly kills somebody. Heavily implied.
Heavily implied.
Still speculative. And Keiichi kills somebody. So hypothetically speaking, Ren is the only one that doesn't murder anyone that hears the footstep.
Indeed. Sonozaki Mion, a leader. Determined, lustful, playful, kind-hearted, loyal.
Mion got
club member,
everybody,
class
right?
president. Pretty much everyone. Kyosuke, Rena, Shion, Oishi, Rika, Keiji.
I didn't know whether or not to put Kasai in there. I'm sure it was a safe bet, but...
Occasion things on the ground, collection of Sonozaki Yakuza, crime family. Confirmed. Admirer of Maibara Keiichi.
Confirmed? That's canon!
Disowned heir of the Sonozaki family, aka true Sonozaki Shion. The true Sonozaki Shion, interesting, of course, does have the Oni tattoo on her back, meaning she will inherit the Sonozaki family under the guise of Sonozaki Mion. Remove 3 fingernails on her left hand for payment and apology for her sister's crime of sneaking into the ritual storehouse. Revealed! The Sonozakis were not related to the death of Hojo Satoshi. Then who was responsible? Revealed that the Sonozakis have taken credit but were not responsible for the kidnapping of Minister of Construction's grandson. And who was? Revealed the Sonozakis aren't responsible for 0 murdered incidents and Oyashiro-sama's curse. And who is? Interesting.
That shit's so open-ended, man.
Who is, indeed.
How many people has Kimiyoshi killed?
Character traits: mysterious, deceitful, and manipulative, playful, loyal, and crafty. Unrequited admirer of Hojo Satoshi, unrequited admirer of Mayabara Keiichi. Speculative. She's just having no luck.
Just gotta shit on Shion as much as I can in all of this, man.
Confirmed. We have Sonozaki Yakuza crime family. Perpetrator of the murder of Sonozaki Oryo, Old Man Kimiyoshi, Furue Rika, Hojo Satoko, and Sonozaki Mion. Frequently switches places with Sonozaki Mion. Handler Kasai Tatsuyoshi, user of Hojo Satoshi. Damn. Ouch. Sadako, I mean. Part-time employee of Angel Mort. Connection to Takano Mio over Hinamizawa Research. Outcasts of the Sonozaki family. Escaped St. Lucia's boarding school. Unrelated to the serial death incidents. Speculative. Manager of the Hinamizawa Fighters. True heir of the Sonozaki family, aka the true Sonozaki Mion. Does not have the Oni tattoo on her back, meaning she will not inherit the Sonozaki family stuck to
Sonozaki family, comma.
Stuck due to this under the guise of Sonozaki Shion. Heard the sound of a child jumping while inside the ritual storehouse. Heard the sound of an extra footstep following her. This is speculated to be an extreme protection of stress and trauma taken to auditory hallucination. Regardless, still a point of interest with 3 fingernails on her left hand for payment. An apology for a crime of sneaking into the ritual storehouse. Now we got Takano Mio. Mio time. Mysterious. Killer instinct. Historian. Researcher manipulative.
Killer instinct, not as in good instinct, but as in she is a killer.
What do they mean by this? Nurse at EDA clinic. There you go.
I remember.
You remember.
I didn't remember to put EDA on any of these.
Oh my goodness. Intimate relationship with Tomataki Jiro. Connections to Furude Rika. Relation to ritual storehouse. Speculative. Connections to Sonozaki Shion. How is it possible for her to be deceased during the Watanagashi festival? Potential doppelganger, twin sister, skin stealer, alien.
I still haven't figured that out. Because I don't think the autopsy was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't harp on the fact that it's accurate if it was
What's like
inaccurate.
the most reasonable explanation in your mind?
I want to say twin sister, but that's so cringe. If
Do you think
that's
there's two
actually
twins?
the answer, I'm going to be so angry. There's not an answer to that either doesn't make me throw my hands up and go, how the fuck would I know that? Or it doesn't just piss me off.
Mm-hmm. If you tomorrow heard news that I died at 1 p.m. on Monday this month, like tomorrow,
Yeah.
what would be, and like I'm still here, what
Yeah.
would be your like first instinct?
I would have been like, well, that's not true.
Mm-hmm.
And then if everyone's like, no, this is the literal autopsy report, like from the uncorruptible, like, cop people, because they had them do an internal autopsy on it as well that couldn't be fucked with by the Sonozakis. Because they mentioned the Sonozakis pressured them into changing the report of the death to be after the Watanagashi festival so that it doesn't look weird. Which means the Sonozakis are like, okay, there's something weird on this file, we need to have this down. A also could be like a late reactive drug or something that fucks up the autopsy.
That changes your time of death?
Yeah. And we got weird cum syndrome that makes you rip your throat out. But that's what I'm saying. There's no answer to that question that doesn't piss me off. Because the only answer that could not piss me off is that they were wrong. And even that would piss me off because they harped on it so much that this autopsy is not incorrect.
Mm-hmm. The autopsy is not incorrect at all.
Okay, so if the autopsy is not incorrect, I highly doubt they group hallucinated Takano being there.
Uh-huh.
Which then leaves skin stealers, twin sisters, aliens, or it just wasn't Takano, which falls under like skin stealers and twin sister and alien, etc.
I think you're missing something fairly obvious here. I mean, I think you're just thinking too elaborate. Almost, kind of, sort of.
What, that she was dead? And that she's a ghost? I fucking... So she's dead, right? The autopsy confirms the fact she's dead during the Watanagashi.
Confirms the fact that the dental records match Takano, yeah.
Yeah. So what they do? Just pull their fucking teeth out, throw them in a barrel?
They're still in there. They're not gonna be like...
Okay. Alright.
Like, you can't just look at a tooth and be like, oh, this is fucking Takano's fucking molar. They have to be in the mouth.
Okay.
Like, if you threw our teeth on the table, you could not pick out which one is yours and which one is mine.
No.
As gross as that is.
Yeah, no, but you're right, yeah. Okay, so then her body's in there, and the autopsy's not wrong, so she died during the Watanagashi. Are they just retarded about what time she died? Because they said that she should be dead during the ritual storehouse.
Mm-hmm.
And when she was doing all that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're just wrong about the time of death. Because, I mean, they speculated that, like, Mion was alive when she wasn't, but... You know.
Mm-hmm.
Like...
It certainly isn't a supernatural phenomenon that's happening here.
I don't know what I'm
So
missing.
what's like a rational explanation for someone that is dead, but they're not dead?
I mean, that it's the wrong body? But that's like all I could think of, is that they had the wrong
Why
body.
would it be the wrong body?
Misidentified the victim.
Why would it be the wrong body?
I don't know. She's evil.
If she's evil, why would
No,
like what?
dude, I have genuinely been thinking about this since Watanagashi, and I don't know. I'm not a knower. They have Takano's body, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's confirmed Takano via the dental records, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they have the confirmed time of death that's indisputed,
Mm-hmm.
which places her dead during the Watanagashi festival, correct?
Mhm.
Because they mentioned that multiple times.
While they're like in front of Keiichi and Shion, yeah.
Yeah. And like with Tomatake. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
She should be dead, man! Okay. Am I missing some like knowledge of how the
I feel like
medical
you're just
works?
like you're doing like you're hopscotching over the like you're going like you're jumping over to get to like extreme answers.
I mean, but like
Just think simpler.
she was dead, confirmed. That's the simplest I could go, and that she was just dead.
Like if the bot like we know we saw her
Yes.
while she was supposed to be dead.
Yes.
So she's not
therefore-
actually dead, but the
Yeah.
body is confirmed to be her.
Yeah. So they just got it wrong?
If they got it wrong, but they can't say it's wrong. Like if like they check the body, it matches the dental records. They
Yeah.
know that's correct.
Yeah.
But she was alive in front of Keiichi and Takano and Tomatake.
Yeah. That's what's fucking me up.
I don't know. I don't think I can bridge this gap without giving you the answer.
I'm not a knower, man. I'm
He's
like
not a
such
knower.
Not a knower.
It's not a knower.
I'm really trying. I hope you know I'm
What
genuinely
is
really
the
trying.
what are you think? Surely there's a thought in your mind that you're going, no, that's not it. I'm just not even gonna say that. What is that?
The only that answer is that they're wrong. That's all that I like. Okay, here's what I have.
Mm-hmm.
I have malware bites. Fuck off. Recording. I have. It's her body confirmed. They have her dental records. It's her. They know it's her in the drum. They know that she was burned alive in the drum. Okay?
Uh-huh.
She was strangled to death and then burned posthumously.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Her time of death is 24 hours before they found the body. Give or take. Which would put her dead during the Watanagashi festival.
Mm-hmm.
Even though
In front of Tomatake,
in front
Keiichi,
of Tomatake,
and Shion.
Keiichi, and Shion, yes. And when Tomatake is walking around with her going through the ritual storehouse, before they even see Keiichi, and Oishi, because Oishi also saw her. Yeah?
Mm-hmm. So they...
How could that happen?
I...
Is the question. Okay?
Uh-huh. I know how it happened.
I'm working on it. How can this happen?
Uh-huh.
The autopsy is wrong.
Okay. Why would it be wrong? Okay, let's stop and start there. If the autopsy is wrong, and the police are so certain, what does that mean? That it's not wrong. Just follow through with that theory.
All right, we'll take
just
this
follow
theory.
through.
We'll
Say
take this
the
theory down
police think they're right, but I say it's wrong. Why is it wrong?
So for the autopsy,
Mm-hmm.
the police think they're right.
Mm-hmm.
The only evidence for them being wrong is the fact that Takano was alive and in front of the ritual
Right.
storehouse.
There's
which is
that is very big evidence
Yes.
that right in front of me, she was alive.
Yes.
I saw her.
Which is corroborated by like 5 other people.
By like the entire fucking festival, yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
But my question is, if the police are this fucking confident on it,
That her dental records match.
yes, and they've run it through like 2 or 3 different autopsy people who are like, yes, this is when she died.
These records match.
Yes. And then the Sodazakis pressure them into changing that and releasing a public autopsy report if she would have died after the Utanagashi. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That leads me to believe that the autopsy was correct.
But, like, just... If it was wrong, why would it be wrong?
It would be wrong because they saw her.
But it exists still. So why would it be wrong? It exists, they think
Yes,
it's right,
yes.
Why is it wrong? What is a reason that it could be wrong?
The reason it could be wrong is because the whole festival saw her that night when she was supposed to
that
be
is
dead.
the evidence that it's wrong.
Okay,
Why is it wrong?
Why is it wrong? Why is it wrong? Why is the autopsy wrong? Right?
Uh-huh. Alright,
Hold on. No. Hold on. No. We're here. We're gonna sit on this.
Okay.
We're gonna
Okay.
sit on this. Why is the autopsy wrong? The autopsy is wrong because
Time me out your fucking essay. Let's go on Simon essay. The autopsy was wrong because I don't know. Because they have her dental records and it's in her mouth. Mm-hmm.
Okay? Clearly, what'd they do? Cut her head off and put it on someone else?
What would have to happen for for dental records to match, but for it to be wrong?
They just
Break it
fucked
down more. Okay, so the reason why
Yeah.
we know that she
Yes.
was alive.
Yes.
We know that they think she was dead because of the
Yes.
dental records.
Yes.
The dental records conflict with her being alive.
Yes.
What is wrong with the dental records?
I mean, they got the dental records off a burned and charred corpse.
They got the dental records from a dentist.
Yeah.
From her dentist.
Yeah. So what, the dentist is lying? The dentist is lying? Which the dentist would be from a dentist, right?
Mm-hmm.
With it being a small location. Because they got a dentist in Okinomiya, didn't they?
I think so. It's just they just called a dentist. It wasn't that important. It was just like, oh, this is her dentist, that we got the dental records.
Yeah. So I doubt they would be, like, fucked with. And the records would be fucked with.
Why?
I mean, the only person that could fuck with the records would be Irie, who is a doctor and has, like, the ability to do that. She works at the clinic. I get that part, right?
Mm-hmm.
I get the you can use this to incriminate Irie part, right? But why would you lie about the dental records being hers?
Why would you lie about the dental records being
Because
hers?
then who's in the drum?
Then
And where did Takano go?
Where did Takano go?
Yeah.
If the dental records
are wrong, who's in the drum? Where did Takano go? The reason I didn't get there is because, again, I trust Ryukishi too much, and I believe that when he tells me things, they're true. That's my problem.
He's telling you. Ryukishi has said the police believe it's real.
Yes.
And Takano was alive.
Yes.
These are the facts.
Yes.
These are the facts he's told. He did not tell you the dental records are correct. He said the police believe they're correct.
Yeah.
The police got him from a dentist.
Yes.
And Takano was still alive.
My problem.
So Ryukishi is saying, here's two facts. Why? What is? There's a contradiction here. What is the reason for the contradiction?
I trust him too much.
You're not. This is not a trust Ryukishi issue.
I understand.
This is a solve a puzzle issue. He's giving you a puzzle here. This is a puzzle. It has a reasonable explanation. I promise it does. It's not. I don't want to directly refute any aliens.
That's fine. That's fine.
It's not an alien. It's not a skinwalker. It's not a skin stealer. What else you say? It's not a doppelganger. It's not some German doppelganger.
Here's my problem, right? My problem is that when Ryukishi is like, "Hi, I'm giving you conflicting information from two sources," right? Mm-hmm. I go, "Okay," and he goes, I go, "Okay, well, I mean, it's conflicting. Maybe they're both right, because they could both be right, and you got something weird going on." Because I'm waiting for as I said, my logic is fucked up because I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. This goes all the way back to Himatsubushi, where I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, so I stop thinking about very basic things.
If you shouldn't wait for this one, because by the time you get the answer, you'll know all the answers.
Yeah, but that's my problem.
So don't wait for this one. So give me your conjecture. Give me a reason. Okay. I want your conjecture. I want you to give a reason. This is not something you need to wait for the shoe to drop for. You need to answer this.
Yes, I will throw this back at you. But we're gonna run it back real quick.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna run this back to Himatsubushi.
Okay.
When Rika reveals every single serial death incident to occur, right? Mm-hmm. I now have deep-seated in my brain, I'm waiting for something weird to happen to make what Rika did less weird. So there's an other shoe I'm waiting for dropping, and I've just defaulted to Takano being alive but dead at the same time was that other shoe. And I forgot that you can just assume it's not. Mm-hmm. Which is why I just quit thinking about it.
Exactly. Don't stop thinking.
Okay. So, alright, if we're going to ignore the other shoe. This
is the important part. You don't the big thing is it comes up in Umineko. He says, don't stop thinking. Don't wait for that shoe to drop. Because I do the same thing. I did the same thing. I was way lazier when I did Higurashi. I just read through it. And Umineko, I didn't try very hard. But this is a key point here. It's like, don't wait. You need it's not like not need. You don't need. It's not need. But if you're trying to develop a theory here, what you should be doing is working off the information you have at the moment, while you're use conjecture with the information you have. Don't wait for anything. And then when something comes up that disproves it, reconfigure your thinking. Yeah. That's all you gotta do. When new information comes, you think through it again. So here's two facts. They can contradict each other.
I can run it down.
What is your current, reasonable, non-magic, non-alien explanation that you think could happen in the real world right now?
No other shoes.
No other shoes. Shoeless.
Okay, we can run it down. Barefoot. We got the dogs out.
We
pulled the fucking grippers out. Alright? We saw Takano alive.
Uh-huh.
This is confirmed by Oishi, Keiichi, Shion, and Tomatake. Mm-hmm. As well as anyone else that might have seen her at the village. Mm-hmm. So it is an undisputable fact that we saw Takano alive, walking around and breathing during the night of the Watanagashi. Mm-hmm. Correct?
Yes.
Now,
fact 1.
Fact 2 is that the police genuinely believe that the dental records of the person in the oil barrel match Mio Takano. Mm-hmm. Or Takano Mio. Now, hold on. This contradicts the indisputable bottom line that Takano was alive the night before.
Uh-huh.
Which then raises the question, are the police wrong, or are the people that the police got the information from wrong? Well, the police ran it through 3 different autopsy people. All of them are saying the same thing. All of them believe the same thing, and they are goddamn sure that that is the truth. Which means someone that told them that the dental records match Takano is wrong, because Takano is alive, and you can't dispute the fact that Takano was alive.
So then you have to assume
that the people telling the police the dental records are Takano's are either lying or have the wrong information themselves. Which
means
we won't even get to the other part of which that means. We're gonna keep going down this path because we're on this path. Which raises the question. Okay, it's a dentist in Okinomiya. Do we have a name associated with the dentist they got it from?
No.
No. Okay.
So the name, the dentist doesn't matter.
The dentist doesn't matter.
Don't
Full
worry
stop.
about it.
Doesn't matter, right? Full stop. Which means, who could be able to forge records, or
we need to
misinform
have a
people,
mind map up here right now.
misinform people, or pay people off, right? Well, you have the 3 families that have regional control of Hinamizawa and Okinomiya. A fair assumption.
Right.
I have paint on my toolbar. Hold on.
Why is that taking so long?
So, it opened PowerPoint. So, you have the 3 families that have control of the region, correct? The Sonozakis are known to forge stuff, they're known to have influence, they're known to have a gajillion different fucking offices.
Right.
So it is not far-fetched to think that the Sonozakis could forge the dental records. And then, to create the perfect crime, they're trying to lean on the police to say that the autopsy and the death of... the autopsy on the, we'll call them Jane Doe in the barrel, is Takano, and this is when she died. Okay? Which contradicts, again, Takano being alive. But to create the perfect crime, like all the previous years have been, it makes sense for them to have the police confirm and release a report that this is Takano. So legally speaking, the unidentifiable victim that was only identified through dental records in the barrel is Takano, even though all the autopsy reports conflict with that. Which means, raises the question, who's in the barrel?
God damn it.
Yeah, it's who's in the barrel, because it's not Takano.
I can't. My sensitivities.
He grieved. So the question is, now that we know that Takano is alive and that the dental records are wrong,
I unironically can't draw.
who is in the barrel? Where did Takano go?
There's my cursive. It sucks. I hate this already.
He hates this bit.
It actually sucks because I can't draw.
Who is in the barrel? Where did Takano go? Who forged the documents? Or who put pressure to lie about the dental records?
God damn.
So, following this, we can lean into...
This is so bad.
We can lean into, right? Every single Watanagashi has had one person disappear and one person die. So if it's not, which means I was right when I was talking about Takano and Tomatake did not die because they snuck into the ritual storehouse.
Okay.
That is not the reason they were killed. Because if we follow this theory, Takano is not killed.
I can't write.
Draw. So, dude, literally just hit the text button and type it out at this point. Hold on.
I know.
Just click that little A and then click and type that bitch on that. So then... Okay. Why kill Tomatake? Okay. And obviously it's unrelated to the storehouse. Because Takano's not in the barrel. So then where does Takano go?
So unrelated to the storehouse means that it's...
They didn't kill them because they snuck into the storehouse.
Right. So that kind of just... Yeah, anyway.
It's not Shion in the barrel. Because I was going to say maybe the two that die are the two that hear the footstep, but Tomatake hears the footstep and Shion hears the footstep, but Shion doesn't die.
I'm sorry.
Right?
I'm over this bit.
He's over this bit. So...
I'll just hit that.
It's fine. You can fix it in post.
I can fix it in post.
So it's not related to the footstep. Or not the footstep, but the child jumping.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because Shion also hears the child jumping, but Shion lives. Shion is not in the barrel.
So only Shion hears...
Hold on.
Shion
Time out. Yeah, because we do see Mion and Shion in the same room after the Watanagashi. Which means both of them are alive.
Mm-hmm.
Full stop. So you can't even say it's one of them is pretending to be the other. Shion's in the barrel, right? Not true. So who do they kill with Tomatake? Well, who do we see after the Watanagashi? We see Irie. Irie lives.
Mm-hmm. Do you think who's in the barrel matters?
I do.
Yeah?
Well, no, because they've killed jobbers in the past, right?
Yeah. We've got... Like, the foreman... No, the people who killed the foreman are jobbers.
Yeah.
As far as we know.
I feel like where Takano went is probably more important than who is in the barrel.
Yeah.
But I feel like who is in the barrel is still a reasonable question to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Because Rika doesn't say who dies that year, does she? In Himatsubushi, I don't think she does.
Yeah, she focuses on herself mainly, I think, if I remember correctly.
And it's not Rika in the barrel.
It's not Rika.
Because we see
she gets
Rika
gutted.
afterwards.
Like a fish.
Yeah. Then
So-
who's in the fucking barrel?
So there's who's in the barrel, and
Where-
why is it not Takano? Why is
Yeah.
Takano not in the barrel?
Yeah.
And why is... If Takano's not in the barrel,
Where is Takano?
where's Takano? Why is she not in the barrel? Why...
Lie about the dental records. Or
Who is lying?
lies
Who is
about the
lying?
dental, yeah.
Who is lying about the dental
Yeah.
records?
Yeah.
And why are they lying about Takano dying?
Yeah.
So you got the crime, which is lying about who's in the barrel, and the motive. I guess the what and the why, and then the how is the records are wrong.
Did
somehow.
they disappear too?
Disappear to what? People? Do you think they just why would they fake her death? Why if they're faking her death, what do they need her for something? Why do they
I mean,
not
well,
want her dead?
talking about the faking death thing, you go down the Mion route, right? Where they talk about in the all-cast review session and Watanagashi anyways that, and whether it's true or not,
I got lost when I put out the paint. I'm sorry.
they talk
I shouldn't have
about,
done that.
you know, oh, Mion claims all of the crimes previously occurred were hers, and then she dies. Wouldn't it make the perfect crime and cover perfectly for the perpetrator?
And then in Meakashi, we say Mion says, "No, we just pretend that's us
Yeah.
to make people think we have power and we're doing these things."
Yeah.
And so if so we know
If they are
that
the
Sonos-
great pretenders.
they're great pretenders. Who's the actors?
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to figure out. And I lean towards...
And why? What is the reason that the actors would want Takano to not die but pretend she's died, to fake her death? Why would they want to fake her death?
That's what I'm wondering about. Because what I lean towards is Furude.
Rika?
Yeah.
Rika wants to fake her death? How would Rika... What power does Rika have to be able to fake dental records? So you have... in order to figure out who is faking Takano's death, you have to figure out who is giving the police... Who is...
Well, yeah, I mean, the obvious answer is
dental
Irie
records.
because he's a doctor.
Mhm.
He's a well-recognized medical person.
And then
He owns a
why
clinic.
would they want
He's got
her
weird
to not... Why would they
routines
want
in
to
there.
fake her death? Why do they want people to think she's
Yeah.
dead but not actually?
That's the question.
Mhm.
Because it either means Takano's involved,
Mm-hmm.
and it's easier for her to do.
And
what
then
she's trying
and then
to
we
do.
have to look over what parties are involved here, right? So we've got the club.
Yep.
We got the town council, which is mainly the three families. We've got
the Yakuza.
We've got the Yakuza, which is the Sonozakis.
Yep.
And then we've
got the clinic.
We've got the clinic, and we've got feds.
Yeah. You have like all of Japan involved in this.
So we have to figure out.
It gets messy.
So if you go through all of the
fast.
factions, we go through all of the factions here. Who has?
Are you trying to imply Takano is a fed?
Could you imagine? Takano's a fucking fed.
I think that'd be funny. I'd like that. Takano's actually Akasaka's wife. Do you know that?
You really think that was Takano over the phone? You know for a fact that
It's Bruce Willis.
it's Bruce Willis's wife.
True. I just... There's a lot going on.
So we just went through all of that.
Yeah.
And the question that remains is, of the factions that we know are part in this story, who would have the motive and the means to fake her
For
death?
this specific incident, it would be the clinic.
Mm.
It's easy. Because Irie, again, is a doctor. And using the resources he already has weird, shady-ass fucking bodyguards. And weird resources anyways. And he's
Mountain
already
dogs.
on my list.
How many mountain dogs are here?
Like, he's already on my list of suspicious people.
Mm.
Right?
Mm.
So I'm not, like... I don't feel out of pocket for saying it's Irie, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But...
Okay.
It's like the how.
I'm so mad I got distracted with the paint because I lost the middle of those connections. I totally wasn't listening. So now, but anyway.
No, all of it tracks. It's just I guess my problem is that I don't theory build as much because I don't like indicting without how. Because it's like, how is he involved? Okay, well, he pulls his resources with the Sonozakis? Question mark. Where's the proof of that? You know, that's why I feel like an asshole for like theory crafting.
These aren't real people.
I know.
You can,
but like all
you
of
can
my
accuse-
proof. But all of my proof is it came to me in a dream. Like.
No, it's not. It's literally through the fucking what I see here, through the information that Ryukishi has given me, through the facts that he's given me, I can make conjecture that these are what happened. This is what you do in a real trial. You look at the evidence and you try to connect them. You try to figure out how are these facts connected.
I'd be great at Ace Attorney.
Ace Attorney is so much worse logically than this.
Ace Attorney's goofy.
You
I've
put a
seen
bird
clips
on
of
the
it.
stand.
Yeah. So.
Right.
No. Irie could accomplish what he's trying to do through the resources of the Sonozakis.
Why would he want to do it? It's
I
also
don't know.
Uh-huh.
Why would he want to do it?
where
Why
you
does he
gotta go
need
is
Takano
pure
alive?
speculation.
Well, hold on. Why does he need Takano alive?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why does he need her alive but want
Hold
her
on.
dead at the same time?
Let's go down this path, right?
Mhm.
We're gonna say, why does he want her alive?
Mhm.
Well, she has a comical amount of knowledge of the region.
She's hot.
Yep. She is the best girl. She has a comical amount of knowledge of Oyashiro-sama.
He needs a wife in order to adopt Sadako.
True. She has a comical amount of knowledge of Oyashiro-sama, the guardian deities, the ritualistic practices of Hinamizawa,
Mm-hmm.
right? And we have a silly little child that gets ritualistically killed.
Mm-hmm.
You have a researcher that can tell you everything about the region, everything anyone could ever want to know,
Mm-hmm.
as well as everything about being obsessed with weird medieval torture ways and how people kill people. And you have a child that gets ritualistically killed who's potentially the reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama at the end of every single fucking game.
Mm-hmm. What information have we seen that would give Irie a motive to do that?
I don't know. That's the part
Have
that
we
keeps
seen
fucking me
any?
up.
Is there any information that would give him a motive?
That's the part that's getting me, is I don't have a motive for him. The only motive I can think of is the great Hinamizawa gas disaster.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get weird with it.
But he dies, right? He kills himself.
We're gonna get funky with it. Hold on.
Uh-huh.
We're getting funky out here. We're remixing. We're dropping some records and spinning them backwards.
Uh-huh.
Maybe, hear me out. Irie does not like Hinamizawa. I know he doesn't like Oishi, because he thinks Oishi's a chump. But after his experiences with them kidnapping the Minister of Construction's grandson, and him having to go in there and like see the grandson like do all that shit, he doesn't sell them out, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go a little funky. He doesn't sell them out. Maybe he hates Hinamizawa and he tries to fucking run a ritualistic disaster summon for it, uses Takano to kill Rika. But actual like motivation given, and why would he kill himself if he is summoning the great Hinamizawa disaster, right? Let's say Irie magically, with the power of Rika's blood, does create the gas disaster. He kills himself because he doesn't want to die in the gas. You know? You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But I see no other reason for like him to kill himself. Unless you want to go a step further and say that Takano kills him.
Okay.
Because Takano's crazy and wants to fucking do weird ritual occult shit.
Like, of all the people who would want to do the weird ritual occult shit,
It's Takano.
it's Takano.
Yeah. But it begs the question, if we go down that path, why work with Irie? I mean, you already work at the clinic.
You already
it
work
makes
at the
sense.
clinic,
They already have some connection. But
Is she working with the EDA?
that's what I was going to say. It raises the question,
You think
is she working with Irie?
She's a nurse under him.
Because she's a nurse, she could also fake documents, right?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because she's a nurse. The reason I say Irie is because he's more well-known and quote-unquote respected.
Mm-hmm.
So he could legally, quote-unquote, do it better, right? But Takano could do it as fucking scuffed as she wants. It's her dentist anyways. All she does is fucking waltz on in there and be like, and then bullshit whatever she needs to bullshit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plus, we have the evidence that it's speculative she kills Tomatake and Tatanagoroshi. Because she has her back in the trunk in the car, which is then also
right. That whole
hold
fucking...
on. That also implies that she's skipping town the night of the Watanagashi.
Right.
Which you could also say is she's bringing the barrel of a charred body to Gifu because it's way the fuck away from Higurashi. Or not Higurashi, Hinamizawa. And you'd only be able to get there via car the night of. Talks about the mountain dogs, which are the body sniffers and all that shit.
Said the fucking Keiichi, careful. The mountain dogs might dig up the body.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Now that we know that Irie has mountain dogs at the clinic.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That, in my opinion, indicts Irie with the three families underground. In my opinion. That's
you think
what I feel like
those
or
are
with like the
connected?
Sonozakis or something like that. Well, if he's got
we
fucking
know the
body
Sonozakis
digging
aren't doing it, right?
They're not doing it. Yeah. But they have resources.
They have resources, but would they be what for what ungodly reason would they want to kill their entire fucking tax base?
It could be funny.
No,
you're right.
Why would they want to kill their entire town? Like it's very clear Odio really likes the town.
Yeah.
We know Oreo is the head of the town. She's been the head of the town. If she wanted to do this, she might have done it. She fucking could have done it when her daughter.
No, I don't think you're wrong that Oreo loves Hinamizawa.
And then we know Mion loves
the town.
He loves the town. She fucking fought the damn war.
Yep. Shion is the only Sonozaki that's a hater of the town.
As a hater, and only because
Okinomiya, but doesn't have power.
But only because her grandma's a piece of shit, and they're following traditions that they shouldn't need to be following, right?
Yeah.
And so
they don't have motivation.
They have no motivation.
Yeah.
To use the resources that they have to help, let's say, the clinic.
Yep.
Kill the fucking town and kill Rika.
Correct.
Rika doesn't have a motivation because she wants to live.
Yeah, Rika,
she's fucking said it to Akasaka that she wants to live.
To Akasaka, yeah.
We know nothing about what's his name? What's the town leader's name?
Kimiyoshi.
We know all we know
about
about the Kimiyoshis is that Kimiyoshi is nice to Shion,
Yes.
and that he's a figurehead.
Yes. And that
So if the figurehead...
the Kimiyoshis are always
Figure.
mayors, and traditionally were the leaders of the three families.
Mhm.
But as Takano speculates, keyword Takano speculates, as time has gone on, the Kimiyoshis play less and less of a role in the town.
Mhm.
While the Furudes have always been a religious figurehead, and the
Sonozakis are the enforcers.
muscles, yeah.
The muscle. And so now the muscle has taken over. The Kimiyoshis are just a puppet.
Yes.
And Furude, there's only one Furude left.
Yeah.
So who in the three families has the power and is willing to use power?
But I don't know why the Kimiyoshis would kill Rika.
Right. Because
I feel that's
we
unrelated.
talked to Uncle Kimiyoshi in Meakashi, and
There's no reason.
he's not. There's in the interactions we've had with all the Kimiyoshis, on whether it's on the phone or in the room, and when he dies, there's no like motivation given for fuck this town. I want to kill everybody. Right?
Yeah.
I want to kill Rika. I want to use the town's rituals to kill everybody.
So we can speculatively, maybe with a little conjecture, write off the three families as trying to destroy the town.
Right. So now all
Full
we
stop. We have the feds,
the feds,
the
clinic,
the prefectural police department.
the fucking Oishi.
Yep, Oishi. Keiichi. And Satoshi's ghost.
Uh-huh. I think the most likely candidate is Satoshi's ghost. Like
Yeah.
if anybody.
Well, that's what Ide is doing, and he's possessed.
He's possessed. That's why he cares about Sadako so much.
You didn't know?
It was obvious. I mean,
Were you not
I
knowing?
just didn't want you.
Yeah.
I didn't want to give you the answer.
He didn't want me to spoil the whole story before we read the last couple answers. Okay. I doubt the feds are trying to destroy the fucking town. They're the feds. They got better shit to do. Like toppling governments overseas.
Yeah, all they care about is the.
They don't give a shit about Hinamizawa. You think they give a fuck?
I think so. If that leaves the clinic, that. So if all we have is the clinic,
Yes.
we
Who's
need
in
we
the
need
clinic?
it. We know Ada is the head of the clinic. We
Yes,
know Takano
Takano is
works
a
at the
nurse.
clinic, and we know it's a really nice clinic, which means it has really nice funding.
Yeah.
Where is it getting the funding? What is Takano, and what would Takano's motivation be?
Yes.
That's obvious. What would
Yes.
Ida's motivation be?
Little more questionable.
Very questionable. Because who dies?
Satoshi.
Who dies in the
Or-
gas disaster? Everybody dies.
Yeah.
Sadako's gone.
Yep.
Rika's gone.
Yep.
Even like
The Hinamizawa fighters are gone.
everybody's gone.
Shion's gone.
So we know he cares about he has connections to the town, which he cares about. He's got the baseball club.
Yep.
He's got Sadako,
Yeah.
and he's friends with Keiichi.
Yeah.
And
He respects.
he's a
Keiichi.
part of like the town council.
So that leaves Satoshi Hojo. All roads lead to Rome, right?
All roads lead to Satoshi.
All
Bitchin'
roads
Satoshi.
lead to Bitchin' Satoshi. So his spirit comes back and possesses Takano
Oh my god.
to kill the town because he's mad. But the question is, here's my question, right? So let's say Takano is the perpetrator.
Sure.
Okay?
Mhm.
Let's play with this. When does she start? Alright, she's there before Keiichi transfers in.
Mhm.
We know that.
Mhm.
It seems like she's worked there for a while.
We don't know when the clinic was founded.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, we don't know when the clinic was founded.
We don't
so
know when they came
how
to the
long she's
town.
worked
We
there.
know that.
We know Tomatake comes in every year.
I keep almost saying things we don't know yet.
No, we know that Tomatake comes in every year. As you said, we don't know when the clinic was founded. We don't know how long Takano's worked there.
We don't know where the funding's coming from.
Yep.
We don't know
We don't know where the funding's coming from.
who the mountain dogs are.
Yep.
What role they play.
Yep. Although if I had to guess, I assume if we're leaning on the clinic does things, etc., etc. Although, if the clinic is involved, I don't think they get involved until after the first incident.
Okay.
Because it does not seem like they're involved for the first incident.
Mm-hmm.
Although, you could say that the people that kidnapped the minister's grandson are the mountain dogs because they call Irie to check on the grandson. And then he lies to 2 police detectives about whether or not the grandson is there or not.
Right.
And does not give a fuck. Thoughts?
Mm-hmm.
So you could speculate, because there's motivation for Irie there, because Irie really likes the village, so if the dam comes through, it destroys the village. Irie likes the people there, he's part of the town council. I think they mentioned he's relatively new.
Yeah.
During the dam conflicts?
Yeah.
I feel like the better question is, when does Takano start working at the clinic?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
When was the clinic founded? How did it get its money? When did Takano start working there? Who are the mountain dogs? Seems like, yeah. So you're saying that the mountain dogs could be involved in the kidnapping of the minister's grandson because they call it Irie instead of like
a Sasaki thug or someone else, etc., etc.
Of all the people they call it Irie.
Yeah.
They don't call like a doctor, they call it Irie.
They call it Irie.
Maybe he's like the head doctor. Maybe he's like the only doctor and everybody else is just a nurse.
Who
knows the
Well, I mean, they
operation.
basically say that in Onekakushi. I mean, even in Onekakushi, they call Irie. Right?
Mm-hmm.
From when they have Keiichi locked up in the room and he's injured and all that, they call Irie. Mm-hmm. And a bunch of thuggish looking dudes who we can heavily imply are probably the mountain dogs. Right?
Sure. Yeah, we see he describes a dude in a lab coat and a bunch of guys in a van.
Yeah. No, because Irie has his own car, because he takes the car to the minister's grandson. Yeah, I say reasonably we could assume in that it's Irie and the mountain dogs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then, why is Irie so closely related to all these things?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that raises the question to recontextualize Onekakushi. Are Mion and Rina trying to save Keiichi?
What are they doing? Yeah, what?
It recontextualizes the entire chapter.
If when they say we call the manager, Keiichi's like, they called them who? Who's the manager? They're gonna. Is this the guy who is? And eventually he thinks, is this the foreman, the manager? Because the
Keiichi's delusional.
The Japanese word for all 3 of those things
are the same.
Yeah. It's coach, manager, foreman. Those all refer to the same word.
Which we could, because Irie shows up, imply that coach, they're going to call coach, so they call Irie. Irie shows up with the mountain dogs.
I'm not giving you too much, am I?
No.
I feel like I'm...
No, you're not. You're simply reinforcing the goofy aha 0.1% thought I've had, but was like, that's stupid, I don't know how to get there. Because my problem is that I can usually get the start and the end, it's the middle bit that I'm just like...
Yeah.
Because I don't like doing the middle bit unless I have 100% indisputable
And then when you have
proof
100% indisputable proof, you know the answer.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah, so
that's where I struggle, is to just make the conjecture and just go, yep, this is the conjecture, it's right.
You're trying to roller coaster tycoon autocomplete a roller coaster and it just...
Yeah.
And it never works, right?
Yeah, but that's what it is.
Uh-huh. Do you even know what I mean by that? Have you seen?
Oh, no. Yeah, because I had it on disc.
Uh-huh.
I fucking played that game on disc. But yeah, so, as I said, we recontextualize how Onekakushi is, right?
Mm-hmm.
To where, okay, they call Coach. Coach shows up with the mountain dogs. And they're trying to inject Keiichi with something. What are they trying to inject Keiichi with?
Did they inject? Are they trying to inject him? Because I know
before they sees the syringe, and the syringe is there. It is real.
Well, yeah, we never see it. Nobody ever sees it. Only Keiichi sees it.
Well, yeah. Well, that's true. But there's the piece of the page that's ripped, and like the tape that makes it obvious that something was ripped and there was something there. And then Rika Furude has the syringe, so we can guess there's probably a syringe at play, right? So Rin is holding Keiichi back, and Mion goes to inject him with something, right? Could be a sedative. They call a doctor.
They call a coach. They call the manager.
And then that we go to Tatanagoroshi when Keiichi owns up to killing Tepe
yeah.
in the clinic, and Ide is talking to all the guards.
He's talking to how many people we got here? We got one mountain dog and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Okay, prepare him tea. Mask it with sugar or something.
Yeah.
And put the sedative in it. Mask it with whatever.
Yeah. And then bring him tea. Which case
And then he gets called.
Yep.
It says, that they found Takano's body, and he goes, "What? What? Huh?"
Yeah.
And then he was called to examine Tomotake's body.
Yep.
And he just looked at the body, and like Oishi has some suspicion, right? Oh
Yeah.
no, that was
Oishi always has suspicion.
That was the aunt. Never mind.
Yeah.
He's a mystery.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It,
He goes to examine the body.
He examines the body.
And he's like surprised that Takano is dead.
Yep. Yep.
And then he commits suicide
Yes.
by drinking a tea.
Yep. With sleeping pills.
Uh-huh.
Because the autopsy reveals it's a sleeping pill OD.
Mm-hmm.
So that raises all of the questions of what happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who calls him? What happened? How'd they die? By who? Right?
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, the police call
Yep.
the clinic to say,
Yep.
we found Takano.
Yep. Which then, I guess, leans back into the whole thing with the barrel, right? Where the police are damned and determined that it is Takano, correct? So they're calling,
if
they're calling and telling him it's
do
Takano.
you think he was being genuine when he reacted
Yeah,
to that news?
because if we play it the way that the dental records are fake, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would assume, well, Takano doesn't have to be working with him, right? They don't technically have to be connected.
Right.
But I would assume that even with her faking the records, he would not be expecting her to be dead.
Okay.
That's where I would wager. That's what I would gamble on, right?
Right. Do you think he's in charge? Do you think he's in charge of her dental records? So that seems pretty, like, I don't, like, that's the obvious,
The obvious conclusion.
that's like the obvious, like, well, they're doctors, so they would have control of that, but do they really have control of that? They're not dentists.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They're not dentists, and she actually goes to a specific dentistry in Okinomiya.
Right.
And the way that medical documents work is you can't release them to people unless specifically written down and consented that those people can have them be released to.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And obviously, if they're telling...
Did they just rate it and take him, or I don't remember. I know they just got him from the dentist. God damn, that is the motion I did. To fucking hurt my elbow.
No, they don't rate them, because they call them. And, because the whole thing is they talk about when they run the autopsy and they get the corpse, they call, they figure out... They pull dental records, and assuming that it's a local resident, they call the Okinomiya dentist to have them run the teeth to see which it lines up to.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that the records would have been changed before they called. Or they would have changed between them asking and then getting their answer back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which lines up with Takano disappearing. But as I said, where would she go? We can play with she disappears, but where's she going? What's the end game?
There's a lot of mountains in the area.
Well, yeah.
They're up in the mountains.
Yeah.
This is a secluded town in the mountains.
She can vanish easy. But why?
Yes. Why?
Like, what do you gain, right? What do you gain by...
Like, all we know is that she's an occult maniac and loves to learn, loves the history of Onigafuchi, and possibly, like, it's not a stretch to say, like, she goes into the fucking storehouse, it's like all giddy, and this is all the history stuff, and she talks to Shion about she gives Shion
Her research notes.
Her research notes. So it doesn't seem like a stretch to say she would be interested in like seeing what happens if like she's read all the theories that
if you
Rika
perform,
Furude
like,
is like the eighth
ritual.
incarnation. She's not eighth
She's the
child in the row.
She's the eighth
daughter in a row.
Daughter in a row, yeah.
Therefore, she's a reincarnation of Fuyoshiro-sama. Therefore, if she dies, the village dies.
Yeah. No, she has a motive. Takano has a motive. There is something on brand. Like, there is a motive. There is a reason. Right?
It's reasonable to think that she would do it, but why exactly?
Reasonable.
What is her... What... Like, if she wants to know what happens, there's a difference between wanting to know what happens and actually carrying through with gutting a little girl like a fish and gassing a whole-ass town of 2,000 people.
Well, and then
then you've got the fucking gassing the town. Like, how the fuck does that happen? Because
it doesn't happen in Watanagashi.
Right. It's... Ow.
Which...
This sucks.
It doesn't happen in Watanagashi. And...
Because Rika does die.
Rika
but
does
it doesn't
die, but
happen.
she's not, like, ritualistically killed.
She's not ritualistically killed. She does die.
Yeah.
So it's clearly not her dying that brings it the gas disaster.
Yeah.
So what brings the gas disaster, and why is it only if Rika is ritualistically killed?
That's what I'm thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
Because they explain
I'm gonna when I get back, I'll try to listen through this again and just write down all the questions we have that we don't have answers to.
Like the 700 questions that we have.
I think it's only like it's probably not more than 5.
It's probably not more than 5.
And then it's all the little minor questions, right? What happened to the note, the syringe, with Tanagashi?
Yes.
We got the answers for Tanagashi. To Higurashi. Did Teppei die? What happened to his body? All that kind of stuff.
I forgot because Teppei disappears.
Teppei disappears. Is Keiichi cursing people? And then that brings up the gas attack.
Cursing people.
And then we got, why is Rika time looping? And or like, is she time looping? Why does she know these things? Why did she ask Akasaka to help? It's obvious he wants to live.
Well,
but why specifically?
But why specifically Akasaka? I guess because he's an outsider, like a full-on outsider.
Is what she said, yeah.
But the question is, what could he even do?
Yeah. She could be flailing in the dark for all we know.
That's true. I'm assuming that this chapter we're about to read, like, fills a lot of shit. Because Meikashi answers Watanagashi, but that's...
What do you think?
It's the last 45 seconds of Meikashi.
We'll go through this. We'll go through this when we start reading Itsumi Hodoroshi.
Yeah.
But, yeah. The question I was just about to ask.
Yeah.
Alright, so you continue reading these files.
Yeah, I
we've been stuck up.
There's like the hour and 20-minute derail.
It's not a derail.
It's not. It's a relevant derail.
No, I was reading through these, like I was so afraid I was gonna get through all these and be like, I don't know what to say. I was going through these.
He thought I was gonna grief him, man.
Well, I didn't think I was gonna grief you. I think I thought I was gonna fail, like, to find something to say, and then I got to talking and I was like, there we go.
Yeah. Well, no, I figured if anything, my Takano one would be.
That's why I was searching. I was just like searching for something to say.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway. Did not hear the child jumping while inside the ritual storehouse. Heavily researched into Hinamizawa, but misguided in the involvement of the Sonozakis in the serial death incidents. Is she misguided? You think she's misguided?
I do.
You think she's just thinking about it wrong?
Yeah.
Like she's just...
Or at least she's just lying to people.
We're lying.
Misguided/misguiding people.
Like... If she was the perpetrator, like, why would she be writing about...
Well, I mean, you could spin it this way, right? She is the perpetrator. She misguides Shion into doing what Shion did. Just mental fucking booming.
Right.
Because she just gaslight gatekeeps girl boss Shion into being like, yeah, your family killed your boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Have fun. Here are my research notes. Have fun. And then just set her loose.
Yeah. Doubtful the true reason of her death during the true reason of her death during the Tanagashi festival is because of the break-in of the ritual storehouse. Break-in of the rituals. Oh.
Yeah.
Doubtful that. God damn it.
I know,
Fucking keyboard!
it's weird without the wrist thing.
That the true reason of her death during the Watanagashi festival is because of the break-in of the ritual storehouse.
You're...
Okay, Toмотaki Jiro.
Yeah, Tomotake's is...
Photographer friendly, some sleight of hand perks.
Yeah, some sleight of hand perks.
Bird photographer, intimate relationship with Takano Mio.
I should have put alleged bird photographer.
Alleged.
Speculative.
I don't know how to spell.
Based.
Have you seen my fucking spelling abilities while playing Minecraft? I'm just like, I don't give a fuck anymore. not
your point gets across.
Yeah.
Your point gets across.
Doubtful his true reason for being in Hinamizawa is birdwatching. This is due to his experience in sleight of hand.
I don't trust him.
Don't trust him. Heard the sounds of a child jumping while inside the ritual storehouse. That is a big question. What the fuck?
I'm still thinking about it.
What does that mean? Why is only Shion? What is
What do Toмотake and Shion have in common?
Why does Keiji not hear it? Why does Shion and Toмотake hear it and not Mion?
You mean...
Mio.
Yeah. Well, it's also... Takano could just be lying. Deceitful. Liar. You know how it goes.
Liar.
Yeah.
Just bitch.
Yeah.
Best girl.
But we know for a fact that Keiichi does not hear anything.
Mm-hmm.
So why does Toмотake and why does Shion hear something? What do they have in common? What element do they share that would allow them to hear that?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not the distance, because Toмотake waits outside, and Shion is in the building.
So is Keiichi.
Yeah. And so is Takano. So it's not like the three of them in the building heard something, the guy outside didn't hear anything. The guy outside hears something, and one of the three inside hears something.
Mm-hmm.
So what is it?
What is it?
Oh, fuck.
It's a very specific description, isn't it?
No, it's like a comically specific Ryukishi description, which means it's important. Which is why I keep writing down that Sadako hates vegetables.
It's very odd.
Because Rika is doing the dance on stage.
Mm-hmm.
The club members are in the audience.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume Kimiyoshi is in the audience.
Mm-hmm.
Sodazaki's are in the audience. Do they spot Irie anywhere? I don't think so, right?
No, I don't think so.
I think he's the child jumping up and down. I mean, he's a small guy.
Is he? Doubtful. The true reason of said this? No. Doubtful. The true reason of the death during the Watanagashi festival is because of the break-in in the ritual storehouse.
I'm just trying to think of what would make that noise.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking about.
What sounds like a child jumping up and down on floorboards?
Which is light. Because it's a child.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like when adults.
It sounds like jumping up and down on floorboards, but it's a fucking small child that's doing it.
So it's not like you don't feel the roof shake. You don't hear the super loud boom, boom, boom. It's just kind of like a.
It's like a. I don't know. I have no way to.
No. That's fair. Yeah. It doesn't sound like a huge fucking noise, right?
Sorry, microphone. It's gonna sound terrible.
So then, what makes that noise?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a harder question because Keiichi doesn't hear it, and Takano allegedly doesn't hear it.
Mm.
So it's not. because Tomatake hears it, I feel like it's not... I'm gonna say that all 4 of them could have heard it, but Keiichi was not paying attention.
Yeah. You think he wouldn't have noticed loud floorboard banging while listening to Takano? She was listening to she wasn't as much listening, but because she heard it all before.
Yeah, but
she was spooked as fuck anyway.
Shion also walked away at some point and came back.
Mm-hmm.
Keiichi never did. Keiichi listened to Takano talk the whole fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
You never had that happen to you before? Where you're talking to someone, you're so engrossed on what they're hearing, you just AFK about everything else around you?
Well, yeah, obviously.
I wouldn't put it past her.
Pretty sure we've been like talking and I walk into somebody or something.
Yeah. I would not put it past Keiichi to just not hear it.
Yeah.
I really
Then
wouldn't.
why didn't Takano not hear it?
I wouldn't put it past Takano to just
Do you think they were
lie.
so engrossed into telling and listening to the story that they just didn't hear it?
It could have happened.
Could have happened. Could have happened.
Aliens.
Let me see. So, questions we still have for, let's say, Onikakushi, so we know who...
Oh yeah, the questions for Onikakushi are... What happens to the syringe? Or sorry, what happens to the note behind the clock?
You think he got injected by Mion when Rin was holding
Let's
it
run it back.
Uh-huh.
So...
Because in order for that to be a syringe, you have to think so the syringe to be gone. You have to think that
He got injected.
he got injected.
So
So then you have to think, where did that inject? Where did if they're calling Coach, why do they have the injection? What is the injection, and why are they injecting it?
Yes.
Because it's clear throughout the story he's getting more and more suspicious of his friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
To the point where he's yelling at Rina to not talk to him. He's being really mean to Mion.
Rina is being weird in that chapter, though.
Rina is also being weird. And then fucking Sadako and Rika just disappear. We just stopped talking about them because he just doesn't interact with the group anymore.
Yeah. So here's the questions I'll rattle off. What happens to Sadako and Rika in this chapter?
Mm-hmm.
Because I highly doubt Ryukishi just went home. The end. What happens to them? Why do they target Keiichi? Because I don't think him getting suspect is a big enough reason for them to target him the way that they did.
Mm-hmm. And what is he getting suspect of? Because we know.
Yeah, what's he suspect of?
What is he suspect of? He's suspect of his friends being part of the murders.
Yeah.
And what we know is
that they're not.
That all the evidence points to them not being.
Them not being, yeah. Well, the question is, what does he do to indict himself as a target to the clinic, I guess? Well, we'll say to the clinic. We'll run under that theory.
Sure.
So, at what point does he actually do something enough to be a target at the clinic? Which then...
Mion and Rina. We're gonna call Irie. That's all we know. That's the
Yeah.
first time he goes to the clinic and gets a checkup while he has a cold.
Yep.
He develops a cold.
What's with the needle thread?
The needle thread?
Threat. In the
What's
mochi.
with the needle thread? Did Rina put a needle in the mochi?
Yeah.
Did she put a needle in the mochi?
Yeah.
You think so? Or what do you think? Did she put a needle in the mochi?
I think... Who'd have touched it? Mion Oreo made it. Because it was Mion's grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
Mion and Shion would have access to it. And then it was given to Rena. And then Rena delivered it, right?
Mm-hmm.
No. Because Mion was with Rena when they
I think Mion, Rena, and Oreo made the mochi together.
Okay.
I think that's what happened, because they put a surprise in one of them, right?
Yeah.
So they put a surprise in one of them. They gave it to Keiichi as homework. When you get back,
Figure out which one.
Tell us which one had the surprise in it.
Yes. And the surprise was Keiichi biting something hard. Metallic. assumed was to be hard and metallic, yeah.
He bought into something.
Yep.
He felt around in his mouth with his tongue, and he felt something hard, and he spat it out. He threw all the mochi against the wall, ran to his room, called Oishi.
Yeah.
He realized, Oishi said, "Do you have the needle?" He said, "Oh fuck," and he ran back down, and he searched for the needle.
You couldn't find it.
He couldn't find it.
Yeah. So, how much of Onikakushi is Keiichi's schizophrenic rambling?
How much of it is?
Am I wrong?
How much of Onikakushi is him
is a schizo meltdown? Okay, so let's say that there was no needle in the mochi. No, yeah, that's on brand. I was gonna say, does that explain Rina standing out in the rain and getting her hands slammed on the door and all that? And I was like, no, that's on brand for Rina. That's on brand. That's normal Rina behavior. I don't think that's normal Rina behavior.
How much of that
is real?
Yeah, how much of that is his interpretation? How much of it is real, do you think? Like, if we're going the schizo fucking meltdown.
The schizo meltdown. How much of Onikakushi is real?
How much did she really, like... Is there an image on the first page here? No. Maybe... I'm scrolling. Oh, hey, that's Umineko outfits.
I like that. I'm just not gonna look so you can doom scroll.
Hey, here. How true is this? You think that's real?
It's not brand.
How much of her brand is Keiichi's schizo meltdown?
She does like garbage.
She does like garbage. That is true.
She
likes Kenta-kun.
She likes carrying axes around. You know?
What the fuck this shit?
She likes carrying axes around. She's a little goofy aha. I'm gonna say...
We know she is a bit schizo herself.
Yeah, she's a bit loopy. I'm gonna say it's like 50-50 healthy split. Of Keiichi being crazy and Rina being crazy.
Your friend is going crazy, you're kinda crazy.
Yeah.
He slams you're trying to help him. He slams your fingies in the door.
Yeah.
You're kinda crazy. Do you stand outside and stare up at his window and say, I'm sorry.
I slammed my penis in the car door. I'd say that's on brand. That's on brand as fuck as Rina. That's super on brand. There's aliens in her blood.
Rina, I believe. Ryugu.
I can't even remember where I started getting the stupid alien joke from.
I making the joke.
Was it you?
I just started saying it. I just suddenly started hinting. Do you think she believes in aliens? Yeah, that was her seeing aliens.
I like the Rina alien arc. No, I think it's like 50-50. I think it's a healthy dose of 50-50. But what I do want to know is, was there actually a needle? Was there actually a syringe?
Exactly. Is it sketchy enough for the surprise to be a needle? And did she put it in? I'm trying to think of...
Like, what else would it have been?
Did Mion and... Keiichi was like... Was Keiichi speculating of what it could have been while he was eating them?
No.
Because I feel... There's a line I want to say, but I can't... I don't know if I can say it.
No, he was not. Because Keiichi was like... Keiichi's whole thing was wondering which one Mion made.
Oh, no, it was when he was exploding at school the day after, right?
Oh, about the needle?
Yeah. He was saying, that's not fucking cool. Maybe if it was...
No.
Maybe it was like something else that would have been funny, but it was a needle. What the fuck is wrong with you? And Rena's like, what the hell are you talking about?
That's true. I just don't remember him saying anything specific.
I'm pretty sure I do.
Okay. Then I'm griefing. Keep me in the dark on it.
It's
what? So
I'm not. Yeah, it's fine.
Could it be one of those little?
Because it was a club game. What would the club game be? What is it, Connor? What is he dying? What are you dying for?
It could be one of those little, like, scroll tubes. You know what I'm talking about? Where you take the cap off and you can pull the little piece of paper out and roll it out.
What, do you think they just got a picture of him naked and just put it into a emoji or something?
No, it could have been like a cute little message, like, oh, feel better, we're sorry you missed school. Like, it could have been the penalty game he has to play.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been a cute little scroll tube.
All the things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm talking about.
But he didn't find it, so it... Do you think he just
anything.
swallowed it? Because if it wasn't a needle...
Just swallowed.
Because if it wasn't a needle and he didn't swallow it, and he did swallow it, a whole ass chopstick and a little mochi, a little fucking mochi ball.
I forgot mochi's like this, man.
You fucking.
It's a chopstick, yeah. What's so small that it could fit in there?
Do you think it was something? Do you think he felt a needle? Do you think he felt?
I think
something?
he felt something. He wouldn't have freaked out if he didn't feel anything.
You think so?
Could have been like a little bit of aluminum.
Some tinfoil got into the fucking
Yeah.
mochi. That wasn't even the surprise. The surprise was one of the mochi was just full of wasabi.
The surprise is
Can you
one of
imagine?
the mochi is filled with microplastics.
Could you imagine taking a whole bite of a mochi? Like, you just bite half of
It's
a
like
mochi.
full
You start
fucking
chewing and
wasabi.
it's just fucking full wasabi.
I like my microplastics theory better. They put a bunch of cut up straws in there. I'm going 50-50. Healthy 50-50 of just Keiichi Schizomax.
So yeah, there's the mochi. Look at these achievements. These help. Because the mochi's on here. Hard to swallow.
Yeah.
Oh. Who do you think he was chased by?
Oh, yeah, when he walks in the entryway and it's like full schizo meltdowning.
Well, yeah, there's a full schizo meltdown when he hears somebody behind his back.
and then the men that he was chased
And then
by.
the men he was chased by.
It's
So
probably
there's
the mountain
there's a
dogs.
full. So there's a connection between him, Shion, Rena, Satoshi.
Yep.
How many people have we had footsteps? And then we have. Do you think the jumping up and down is part of the footsteps? Because if it is, then we got Tomatake.
But if it is, then Keiichi would have heard something.
You think on Watanagashi? Because it's two different chapters, right?
Well, okay, hold on. Let's play with that.
Because like if
So
yeah,
if it is related,
if it is related,
when does Shion hear the footstep in Watanagashi?
it's
She first hears it before they sneak into the storehouse,
yes,
correct?
yes. When he's when she gets the notebooks from I think it's
So-
after she gets the notebooks from Takano, and while she's messing with after Keiichi arrives and she's
Yep.
messing with Keiichi because she's all depressed because
Satoshi's gone.
Satoshi's gone and Keiichi's taken his place in her
Yes.
heart.
So,
And so
we'll play with this.
she puts her head up against a pole and then she starts walking and then oh fuck
Yep.
I hear a footstep.
Yep. We'll play with this. We'll call it being marked, right?
Mm-hmm. But whatever that means, yeah.
Yeah, we'll call it being marked.
However it means.
You're marked by Oyashiro-sama extra footstep, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, if we do speculate on, as you said, we can say that when you're marked, you hear the footstep, then that would imply that Tomatake got marked. But when and why did Tomatake get
When
marked?
and why did Tomatake get marked? And why is Keiichi not
Not-
marked in Watanagashi,
Yes.
but is in Onikakushi? Do we hear a footstep?
He
We hear a footstep in
is-
Tatagaroshi.
Yeah, he's marked in Onikakushi and Tadagaroshi.
So what
Which-
marks him?
Also goes back to Watanagashi being the exception chapter.
Mm-hmm.
How does he get marked? He gets marked when he starts thinking about killing. That's when he
True.
gets marked. Because
There's a lot that leads up to the thinking about killing, though, right?
Well, yeah, it's about like suspecting out people, talking to Oishi, a lot of other stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oishi's the killer.
It all comes back to Oishi.
All
He's
I'm
the
saying-
guard. He's the messenger of Oyashiro-sama.
All I'm saying, Satoshi talked to Oishi and got marked.
Uh-huh.
Shion talked to Oishi and got marked. Keiichi talked to Oishi and got marked. Maybe Tomitake talked to Oishi and got marked.
Well,
Rena talked to Oishi. Rena got marked before Oishi.
Well, Shion got marked after she talked to Takano, not after talking to Oishi, right?
That's
because she and Oishi had this whole thing going for a long time.
That's true. That's true.
And then
it's still Oishi.
It's still Oishi.
Well, then the question.
And then she talks to Takano, and then she gets marked.
Okay, so then let's talk about how people get marked.
And what is the
Shion gets marked by Takano. Keiichi gets marked by
what? Like
in Tatanagoroshi.
So there's like. It seems like talking to Takano and Tanagashi or Meakashi is what starts her on the path. Maybe it's not so much like it's talking to Takano.
But how does Rena get marked? If we're gonna talk about this, how does Rena get marked?
Right, exactly. So how does Rena get marked? How does Tomitake get marked?
Yes.
So
and this is implying the running theory.
We know that she was going schizo when she left the town.
Yes.
After she left the town.
She smashed all the windows, which I assume she was marked upon smashing the windows and beating the kid up.
Upon or before? Because do you think she was...
Oh, sorry, yeah. She would have been marked before and is marked when she's doing
So the question is, what got her marked? And based on what
Because she talks to Shion about it. Yeah.
Yeah. And what gets her marked? The question is, what gets her marked, and is that a shit? I had the right phrase, but I lost it. Depending on how she gets marked, because
what gets her marked, and is that a reoccurring theme?
What gets her marked, and how relevant is it to how
everyone else?
Keiichi gets marked, how Shion gets marked,
and how we're speculating Tomitake gets marked.
Right.
Yeah.
How in the map of like people getting marked, what is the cause? What is the reason? What
connects all of them? The only thing I can think of off the top of my head is like.
Do you think Sadako's marked at all? Because we had her freak out at the end of Tatanagoroshi.
She does freak out at the end of Tatanagoroshi, but you could say sure. Because it quits following Keiichi after he kills Teppei, right?
No, because he's still like extremely suspicious of Takano, right?
But
and then he's like, I need to kill. I really want to kill now. I need to kill her.
Well, yeah, that's because Takano's sus as fuck in Tatanagoroshi.
But do you think pre-Mark Kate it doesn't it's not like an on and off switch, right?
Well, yeah.
So it seems like some gradual thing. You think? Maybe?
I'm thinking, hold on. Because with Rena, does Rena even get unmarked?
That's a good question.
Because she still talks about Oyashiro-sama and how Oyashiro will visit her.
She still freaks Mion is like, don't talk to her about Oyashiro-sama. She's really weird about it.
Yeah. And Shion doesn't get unmarked, right? No, because
she just straight up dies.
She just. There's a point where
she goes insane.
No, because she
thinks...
hears it in the storehouse. Yeah, there's not a point where she just stops hearing it. So Shion stays marked.
She's a communist.
True. Keiichi.
I would believe she could get radicalized.
Yeah. Keiichi stays marked in Onikakushi, because again, he just dies. And Satoshi stays marked, doesn't he?
We lose him.
He just
gone.
Yeah.
And then in Tatanagoroshi.
And then we're speculating that
after the gas attack.
Yep.
He's just like, hey, I could curse you.
Yeah. Yeah. So what connects them all?
What connects them?
As I said, what connects them all, in my opinion, is incredibly violent urges.
Mhm.
That's what connects.
Do you think the violent urges are caused by something, or it's like a part of the mark, or
It's the water they're drinking, you know.
something in the water? And all of this is happening in
Hinamizawa, yeah.
Higurashi. So it could be the water.
It could be.
It's a swamp.
That's true.
There could be a fucking parasite. There could be an alien in the swamp.
That's actually true as fuck, dude.
Remember the story they told?
How demons come out of the swamp?
No, the other one. The explanation for the demons.
Yeah.
The foreigners are demons, right?
Yeah,
Red skin, all that kind of stuff.
yeah.
How I asked Cameron that question, and he just fucking straight up just dismissed it. It's like, you ignored the entire point of the question, asshole.
Yes, I do remember, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and the foreigners, and then how they crawl out of the swamp like mud people.
Mm-hmm. Or whatever it was.
Yeah. It's the water. I'm going, yeah, I think you're right. It's alien parasites. in water. No, you've sold me. I'm on that. I'm on that. No, I'm on that. Yeah, you got me on that shit.
Bro.
There's aliens in her blood.
Aliens in her blood?
There's aliens in everybody's blood.
Oh my
You
god.
drink the Hinamizawa water, you get aliens in your blood. And they activate like sleeper agents. Whenever you feel suspicious of the village, they turn on, they toggle on and mark you. I can't wait for that to be the reveal of the game.
Yeah. I spoiled it, I'm sorry.
Oh shit, man. Why are we even playing? I can't wait for the big reveal to be that Oyashiro-sama was an alien. And he descended upon Earth.
Detective, oh wait, delicious, it's an alien! Oh no, Oyashiro-sama. Fucking,
They're the same person.
They're the same person, you're right.
But yeah, I can't wait for the reveal to be that Oyashiro-sama was like an alien that descended from a spaceship to like conjoin the warring tribes of Onikafuji. And like gave them alien blood.
Yeah.
If that's the answer, I'm gonna kill myself, I think. If the answer to this game is alien blood, I'm going to kill myself.
Alien blood?
Oh,
No, it's the elder blood. Which are what?
true.
You know, at the end of the... I finished the second to last book, and at the end of the second to last Witcher book, Geralt is like, he's drifting down a river, and then one of his companions has a problem, they have to stop, and they're under the bridge, and they're like, the Nilfgaardians are invading, if we stay here, we'll get killed. And then there's like, troops retreating off the bridge, and they're like, okay, me and this guy, we're gonna lead these troops, we're gonna tell them, let's fucking fight and defend this bridge. And they fight and defend the bridge, and you know who those troops are?
Yeah?
They're Rivian troops. And you know, and the queen comes up, and she says, who are you? He says, I'm Geralt. He's like, I'm fucking tired of lying, I'm Geralt. And she's got a gash, she got punched in the face, and she's like, okay, Geralt, I hereby knight you, Geralt of Rivia.
Is that where it comes from?
No. You know the original story for him. He fakes the he faked the Rivian accent. He picked Rivia.
Yeah.
And faked the Rivian accent.
Yeah.
And then all throughout, and as fate has decided, he gets knighted as a knight of Rivia after leading troops to defend this bridge against the Nilfgaardians.
I hate The Witcher.
and he's like, he bows after getting knighted, and he's just like, he's got this stupid fucking grin on his face. He's like, God damn, this is stupid. He's legitimately like, I cannot believe of all things that happen. And that's like the last sentence of the book. I was at work last night, and I'm putting the fucking blankets on the potatoes, and I hear that line. I'm just like, fucking, really? You for real?
That's gonna be me when I get
I finish a chapter, I just pull it out and put it away. That's stupid.
That's gonna be me when I get marked by Oyashiro-sama.
So stupid. Alright.
But I think here, I'll quick recap. I'll sum up
Let's
Onikakushi.
sum it up.
My questions for starting the answer arc of Onikakushi are: how much is Keiichi schizo meltdowning? what happened to the piece of paper on the note, because that's objective. The note got torn, full stop. Was there a needle? Was there a syringe? How do you get marked?
Getting at the cracks. Sorry, I forgot to think.
What happened to Sadako and Rika?
Yeah.
Done. That's what I want to.
Should I give the spoiler answer for that? It's a pretty simple one.
They just forget.
They're just not. There's just not really. They just kind of disappear. Like they're just not mentioned.
He just forgot.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Ryukishi just forgot.
He really just kind of forgot. Like I mean, I'm sure he got the scenario down, but it was a focus on Mion and Rena and Keiichi, and that was the focus. And like whatever happens to Sadako and Rika, like it happens.
He just forgot.
He just didn't write about it.
I can't believe the canon answer is he forgot.
I don't think he probably didn't think there was gonna be a Mion twin either when he wrote Onikakushi. I think the understanding is that he made her up as he wrote about Tanagashi.
He's just freeball.
He freeballed it. Well, as far as I understand, what he does is he gets the scenario and then he writes what happens in the scenario, and then he writes what happens in the scenario. And like that's each arc. And then like after the 3, he's just like he gives the hints.
He's like, fuck it, I'll put Himatsubushi in there too. They deserve another one.
Yeah, something like that. Well, Himatsubushi is kind of like a band-aid on like. There's a lot of questions that you don't know are questions. Well, this is his debut game, right?
Yeah, it's
so he has a lot of flaws. Yeah, and then he makes Umineko, and then it's flawless.
Yeah, well, so I was talking to Tom about this last night. Tom was like, "Oh, is this like a niche game?" I was like, "Well, Higurashi kind of is." I was like, "He's more well known for Umineko."
No, he's well known. He's known for Higurashi because the Higurashi anime was big. And then,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, and then Umineko anime came out, and that didn't get a second season.
Yeah.
And Umineko is the big game that has his best work, but he's known for Higurashi, and he's been doing Higurashi for the past 3 years, exclusive. He hasn't released a second fucking phase of Syconia. And now he's working on Silent Hill. He's the Higurashi guy, and then Umineko is his magnum opus.
Yeah.
And then nobody cares about Umineko, except people who have read Umineko, and everybody who's read Umineko really cares about Umineko.
And then Syconia exists.
And Syconia exists for now.
Yeah. Until we get second phase, and then people will be like, "Oh, is Syconia first phase good?" The question is?
I liked it a lot.
Okay.
No, phase 1 is Onikakushi.
How much more does he have left of Syconia?
7. He has when
he hasn't even written phase 2.
So when they cry 1 is the first phase first 4. When they cry 2 is last 4 of Higurashi.
Yeah.
When they cry 3, Umineko. When they cry 4, Umineko. When they cry 5, it's Syconia phase 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
We assume it's gonna be Syconia. So when they cry 6, which is gonna be the last 4 phases.
Yeah, the answer arc of Syconia.
We only have phase 1.
He hasn't even written.
He hasn't even
published phase 2, 3, or 4.
It's been like, how long has it been? I think it's been 4 years.
Oh my god. Is Syconia even on Steam?
Yeah, Syconia is on Steam. It was translated. It was released immediately. He's got translators, but October 3rd, 2019. Every October for the past 3 years. 2 years, I guess. Technically, 2020, 2021, 2022. 3 years.
Is it Higurashi?
But no, every October for that 3 years, I've been like, phase 2 this year. Phase 2 this year. Phase 2 this year. And then Silent Hill is announced. It's like, okay, phase 2 later. Next year, maybe.
I didn't realize we're only in phase 1 of Psycho.
This is the only thing that's out.
It's got very positive on Steam.
Yeah, it's very good. We're gonna read it when we finish Umineko in 4 years.
It's got 92. Oh man, that's tough. I didn't realize it's only on phase 1.
Yeah. This is why every fucking chance I get, it's like phase 2 win. Anyway, alright, don't look at his money.
Yeah, don't look at my Steam gift card money.
That's been on the screen this entire time. Don't look at that.
Oh no, I'm so embarrassed. My Steam gift card money from Christmas.
Hey, who's that? Oh, wait, don't look. Alright, we're shitposting now. Anything else you want to add on before we leave? We head out.
I'm gonna say my big three. Right?
Mm-hmm.
My big three are why Takano?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like...
If it's not, like, EDA, why Takano, right?
Yeah. I'm leaning into
And if it is
Takano.
EDA, what the fuck, why were we lied to?
Yeah.
Right?
So I'm going with why Takano.
Or what did we miss or something?
I'm going with why Takano.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with the rules of the mark.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with...
What's the disease that spreads after the gas attack? Because there's this whole, like...
Yeah, where they all gas masks out.
Well, no. After, like, the big gas attack,
Yep.
people...
Oh!
There's, like, this thing that people are reported to having. It's, like...
They call it the Hinamizawa something. It's
Syndrome?
related to the
Hinamizawa syndrome?
Yeah.
You think that's relevant?
I'm slicing that under mark. We're putting it under the mark.
Okay.
Question 3. Do Akasaka and Oishi finish their book?
Well then.
These are my big 3. My big 3 are why Takano, the rules of the mark, and do they finish the book?
Alright. Well, next time.
I feel like Rika time looping is going to be related to the mark. I feel like any question I have about random bullshit that doesn't align with Takano is going to be related to the mark.
Maybe.
I feel like everything circles back to the mark.
Yeah, I think that's like that's 2 big questions. What's there a third?
3.
What's the third?
You know, do they finish the book?
No, they finished the book. Sorry, I didn't.
The most important question.
The most important question. All right, well, this is definitely going after Meakashi,
Yeah.
because that was a lot.
Meakashi spoilers.
Meakashi spoilers. That was a lot. We got.
Wait.
Why are we opening this?
The Go-Go Nippon Girls streamed Higurashi?
I know. It was. I know. I have no idea why.
I have 4 questions.
Alright.
You think Ryukishi licensed that?
No, it's a fucking Let's Play.
And? He licensed us.
And that's cut. That's where we
Stop
cut.
recording.
That's where you stop recording.
Hit stop record. Get out of here.